for the wicked, right?
Got home last night at 10:30. Now we're doing it all again.
Alrighty then. There you go. But you know what? If we didn't have that eating disorder, we wouldn't have to do this.
Yeah, I know. I like food. So it wouldn't accept it.
John 13.
Yeah, you gave me that. It says it doesn't. It's not usable in my area.
Must be only in this area then.
But I mean, it was this area that I.
Yeah, it should work. I don't know.
Unless I put it in wrong.
John 13:7710, I believe is what it is. Yeah, that's it. Oh.
Well, I'm trying Lyft anyway, so.
Lyft is a little bit cheaper. That's what, at least nationwide, it is. It averages out. I think it is around here. I've made the same amount of hours both ways, and Uber has paid me more money. So
oh yeah.
I figure it's a little bit more.
As long as I get there, you know.
Yeah. I met somebody this morning, been to a place me and you've been to.
What's that?
The Roundup down in New Orleans.
Really?
I picked up a guy this morning.
Wow.
I don't know, it's a club on Colley Street called The Wave or something like that. He's and we were just talking. Yeah. He's one that knows. He's the bartender there, and he was over at a guy's house in Portsmouth. I went to pick him up this morning, so he was talking. I said, he said, mention New Orleans. I said, New Orleans, I know a little about that. And I mentioned the Roundup, and he just like, oh, really? You know about the Roundup? I said, yeah. Of course, it was at 83. That was before you were born. Because he's only 25.
Oh my God.
In the same week, I'm finding out all these people have been to New Orleans. Lord of mercy, it's crazy. The world's a small place. So what kind of rotation do you do? Because it was just 2 days ago. You fly 2-day rotation?
Yeah, I'm just doing the same one. So I go up to JFK, then I fly to LA, short layover there, fly back to JFK, and then I catch a flight home that gets me here about 10:30 at night. And then I do that back to back twice. So I'm going to do this trip, come home late tomorrow night, then I got 4 days off, and I go back out on Tuesday.
Ooh. There's a Delta Airlines flight attendant that used to live above us, my condo. I'm telling you, but she was doing overseas.
Yeah. No, I can do that. I don't like doing overseas as much.
She would be gone for like 2 to 3 weeks, and she would come back, and she looked like the Vision. She was a beautiful girl. She looked like the Vision of Death, though. You know.
Was it Lucia?
No.
Kind of looked.
Ethel was her name. Ethel. She was kind of a Brazilian white. Her mother was Brazilian. Her father was black.
Okay.
But she would be gone, man. I would hear something banging around up here. Oh, well, she's there. You know, it'd be like for 2 weeks do you hear nothing, and all that should be back. Because she was on a switch. She would be up at night, and she said that she had to be up all night because of flights. It was easier for her to flip her days, night and days, because to go overseas when she was flying. Well, no one can imagine going out on a 6-month cruise either. So I can figure that.
That's very true. I had I had 4 celebrities in my first class cabin yesterday. I had Rebel Williams. She was from that movie Bridesmaids.
Okay.
I had the lead from that show Royal Pains. His name is Mark Feuerstein. I had a guy named Jason Schwartzman. He's well known for that movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel. I don't know if you ever saw that. And then I had Adam Levine's wife. Really lovely lady. So I had my share of fame and fortune yesterday. All nice people.
Will anybody get drunk?
Actually, no. They held their own very well, and we certainly give a lot of alcohol, but they knew when to say no, thank you, I'm good.
Log on to coalelectricinc.com. Have you made a room in
Well, I'm glad the sun finally come out. It was dreary the last couple of days.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's why I like going to California during this time because, well, we still have days where it might be 70. You know, mixed in with the. I can always count on it being sunny over in California. So
Yeah, except for last week, the first time it rained there real good, and the only problem when you have too much rain, you have floods and landslides.
So I had a really, really interesting Uber driver last night. He was from Kenya, and I've actually been to Kenya, so we actually had things to talk about. He had a really, really fascinating story. You know, leaving Kenya and moving to New York, and worked in the tech industry. And I don't know what led him to becoming an Uber driver, but it's just.
Set your own hours free, do what you want to during the day.
Yeah, now his thing, I asked him, I said, do you usually hang around the bars at 2 a.m.? And he says, no, sir, my thing is to, I can't do his accent, but he liked to hang around the airport.
Yeah.
So that's what he would do, is he would circle around the airport for all the visitors that would come in wondering if it was Uber and Buffalo.
Yeah.
So,
well, I look on here, and if I see more than one Uber or Lyft driver there, I'm like, I ain't gonna wait. I'll just go out and do something else. Because what you're looking for there is a long haul. You're looking for someone going to Suffolk or going to the Virginia Beach oceanfront.
or Raleigh, Durham.
Yeah, there you go. Or you just might get a person who wants to go right out to the front gate out there and go to the rent-a-car place. So
Yeah, yeah.
you never know. It's a crapshoot either way you go.
It snowed yesterday in New York.
Oh yeah, it was all kind of bad.
It was bad here. Was it rain? Or?
No, it quit raining here yesterday. No, it actually never did rain. It was that mist. It was just blowing off the ocean. It just made you feel like he's in Seattle, you know.
Yeah.
But they quit last night and the wind was howling, dried everything up. This was like a parking lot.
Really?
It was like, I think 35 miles an hour right here, and then it got
to HOV?
Yeah, but that was just as bad. See, everybody on the base, this is holiday season getting ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Holiday season next week, so everybody in the world is shoring their faces up this week so they can go on vacation next week.
Yeah. What's your wife do?
She's a medical assistant at Silver Point.
Oh, sweet.
So one of us got to be working for the military in some form of fashion, I guess.
Yeah. People think I work for the military with this uniform, this haircut. People come in, they'll come up to me in the store and they'll say thank you for your service, and I'll think they've been on a flight. You know, I'm like, oh, did your luggage arrive on time? I mean, I didn't know what. You know, I don't put two and two together. And they're like, oh no, thank you for serving the country. I'm like, oh. They may look the same, but I'm not combat trained. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll be walking around doing this right here, or even before I started doing this. And when I walk around a store, since I do business consulting, I'm looking at how the business is operating, what things are happening in the store, how the shelves are dressed, and looking at the news and seeing what's going on. So people come in and see me in the store and say, "Do you work here?" And I just look like I should work here. I said, "No, sir, no, not this toboggan on. No, you can go right over there. That person right there help you out." or I'll be in Walmart and I don't have that may I help you non-customer service shirt on. That's a shield of protection for it.
Exactly.
Hell, I know where everything is in Walmart now that they do. They only make eye contact with you if they be in New York. That was my problem at Home Depot because I made contacts with everybody. I never refused anybody. I would come up, hey Bill, can I help you with it? Okay, let's go do this. I took the good ones and the bad ones. The bad ones were the best. I would smile and try to make them happy as the best they could. And they hated it.
Isn't that funny? I do that at work, you know. I'm like, does it really make you feel better to be this miserable? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just something to get up from. You know, I think they wake up and they got like a board of nails there that they step on, and it just gets them started, you know.
I guess so.
It makes them feel good. People like to leave I like to leave impressions on people. Hopefully that's good. I don't like to leave a depression. And if I do make a depression, I'll work on that. You know, I'll try to improve on that next time. You know, you hear the story out there. There's no, you don't never get a second chance to make a first impression. Well, the first impressions could be wrong. I usually don't dislike anybody until the third time either. I've been tried every angle then. If it don't work out to the third shot, I'm done with you. You know, you're good. You ain't got to worry about that. I tell people that and they go, I say, yeah, it does. You know, because, you know, we all got our little burdens in life that we have to deal with, you know. I was a Navy cook, and I could serve the best steak filet mignon that you have with lobster. And a guy comes up and his mother served his father steak and lobster the night he died or something, and he remembers that. So it's the worst meal in the world for him. I can't undo that, dude. I'm sorry. It's responsible for what's right now this week. Just quit eating and dealing with people's personality life would be good. Oh man, it's a good thing I ain't going to Hampton. 2.5 miles back there. Let's go. I got lucky yesterday morning. I got pinged. The girl needed to go to Christopher Newport University over there, and I picked her up in Ocean View, and I said, "Okay, let's go." Luckily, we got through the tunnel, and it wasn't no issue. But I just like anytime I think about going through the tunnel, there's going to be a back. Somebody's going to back it up. People don't realize that the road's the same width outside the tunnel as it is inside. But it's the confined thing. It's like getting into a plane, I guess, to get claustrophobic.
Absolutely.
The seats are no different. You just don't have that good workaround room in there. So what kind of a jet do you usually fly?
The Airbus A321.
Is that the newest one? Or that's not the newest one?
No, they're new for American. Ours are brand new, but it's a plane that's been around for a while. But that's what we use on the route I do. So it's a nice plane.
I haven't flown that much since I got out of the Navy. I used to fly a lot. That's why I always mailed my luggage prior to where I was going. I had the stuff that I carried on, and everything else I needed I mailed out before I even left, because I didn't want to deal with checking out baggage.
Sure.
And it was always easier, so I mailed it off. I mailed it to the command wherever I was going, and if my planes changed, I just called them up and say, hey, mail my package here. That way I didn't have to worry about where my stuff was going to be at. Because in the Navy, you never know where you're going to end up when you start traveling. You could be on a C-5, a C-130, traveling civilian, and all in the same day. Oh, God. July, 4th of July weekend, 1987. I left New Orleans on a cargo flight. Was going to fly into Andrews Air Force Base. They diverted us to Pittsburgh to pick up a band an Army band, fly them to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and then pick up another Navy band that was coming back from overseas. I was like, oh, dude.
Wow.
Their priority, you're not. You're space A.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
So I got a tour to all Eastern Seaboard there.
That's great.
At least I did get a flyby of the Statue of Liberty when they did the fireworks stuff. That was cool.
That's nice.
That was nice. I got it, and I was in first class, as they called it. That was the leather jump seat up front.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was good.
That's funny.
I said, but the girl I was going to go see, Andrews, didn't think it was funny because I had a caller in Pittsburgh. I said, hey, it's going to be a little bit delay. How much of a delay? Oh, 20 hours. Unless you want to come to Pittsburgh and pick me up. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, well, then you have to wait then. That's the joys of flying space available. But the lucky thing is, on the way back from Andrews a week later, I got to ride in a Lear jet with 3 admirals down to New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, because there was supposed to be a commander riding with these 3 admirals, and they saw me waiting over there and said, you flying to New Orleans? I said, yeah, and they told the commanders, have a seat and come with me.
Oh, fantastic.
I sat on there. That was luxury, buddy. That was nice. Oh, I want one of those. That was nice flying. And it didn't take that long either. Man, we were up and down. I wanted to enjoy that a little bit more. I was only a second class at the time. That commander was sitting there looking like, what you talking about? There's a 3-star admiral telling him, you ain't gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with him.
Yeah, those luxury planes, that's the thing. It's the height of luxury and the quickest flight possible.
Oh yeah,
there's a speed.
Bypassed everything. Oh. Because it was lucky that's down there is where the chief of Naval Reserve is down there, so he's a 3-star. So I got to fly with him down there. I said, I appreciate that, sir. And the steward on there was a first class, so he was serving me.
Oh yeah.
He just didn't understand that. How'd you get here? The admirals told me to come with them. I had to get back to work. Alrighty.
Well, here we go again.
And I picked the box of the eventual #1 player, and it was either between him and Jim Brown. And I'm not just telling the story because he's on the phone line right now. It's a true story, and I would tell that to anybody, even if Jerry Rice isn't about to join me here in the Rich.
All right, be safe.
Will I will. So thank you for my first Lyft experience.
All right.
All right. Stuff here.